What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 16 of my Slayer Pure series. So in this episode I will have the normal updates for you guys, what kind of levels I got, the loot from some of my levels, and a bank update. But I did happen to have a very nice Slayer level this time, but we'll get into that in a little bit. As for now, let's go ahead and get started. So in the last episode I took you guys through some tasks that I consider to be chores in RuneScape, and that was getting house favor over on Karen, getting a lot of quests out of the way so I can open up that 4th block task spot, and doing some achievement diaries to make my trips to Neve a little bit easier to get new tasks. And all of that stuff, it really bores me, so I'm pretty happy to be back onto the Slayer grind and working back towards that 99 Slayer goal at level 86 combat. I'm closing in slowly but surely, and I still have a very long way to go ahead of me, but let's go ahead and get into the stats that I've gained since the last episode. So not really that much in the way of stats for this episode, because I am just kind of laying back into the Slayer grind after getting all those chores out of the way, but nonetheless, level 92 hit points, which is still the same as the last episode, as well as level 91 range, still the same as last episode, although I am closing in on level 92 ranged, and I assume probably by the next episode of this series you'll see 2 range levels up there. But for now, level 76 magic in this episode. Last time I was level 75, and I did get a Kraken task, 191 cave Kraken, so that did get me a magic level, considering my magic level is still pretty low. So I do get a decent amount of XP that gets me pretty close to a level every Kraken task that I get. And as for Slayer, I am up 1 level to level 89 from level 88, and the levels are getting really long, especially on this account. I gotta do a lot of safe spotting, a lot of praying, and obviously I don't have access to the very best weapons in the game, but it is coming along very nicely. Once I hit level 92 Slayer, I assume that I'll probably be a much happier person just knowing that I am halfway to level 99 for this account. So really looking forward to that. Probably within the next month, I will be hitting level 92 Slayer. But as for now, level 89, working towards level 90. And moving right along, we can go ahead and get into what kind of loot I was able to get from level 88 to 89 Slayer. Before we get into it, I want to say this was an absolutely phenomenal Slayer level, especially only level 88 to 89. Made a ton of money throughout this level, did get some lucky drops, but we'll get into that into a second. As usual, we'll start up at the top with the herbs and the seeds. Herbs drops pretty normal. I only had 1 Aberrant Spectre task throughout this whole Slayer level. Seeds, 42 Toadflax seeds I managed to collect for an extra 128k. Had 9 Snapdragon and 4 Torstal seeds in there, which boosted the bank up about 800k. As the levels get longer, I'm getting a lot of the same NPCs, especially because I have a good amount of Slayer points to cancel tasks that I really don't want to do or that aren't going to make me any money. 435 steel bars, 225 mithril bars, all from gargoyles, as well as 605 gold ore in there. You'll see some noted limpwort roots in there from Karasks and Neckrails. I got those before the nerf to all the NPCs that actually drop limpwort roots. With that update, they only drop limpwort seeds now. Moving on, you can see some stuff in there from the Kraken. 240 oak planks, 100 raw sharks, 200 raw monkfish, and a magic seed, some watermelon seeds, and some other miscellaneous items that the Kraken drops into the rune items. 35 rune full helms, and pretty much all of those came from the gargoyles. 22 rune longswords and 32 rune two-handed swords, also coming from gargoyles and some from the Neckrails. And as we get down to the bottom, best stuff here, 4 abyssal whips. So I got 4 abyssal whips from level 88 to level 89 Slayer, and my abyssal demon kill count is only 798. So I'm averaging a whip right now just about 1 in 200 kills, which is really good. Now I might not be that lucky for the rest of this account all the way to 99 Slayer, but I'm happy to collect it right now. 2 Trident of the Seas, ended up getting 2 of those from a Kraken task and a 1 Kraken tentacle, and wrapping it all up down there. 5 Granite Mauls. They aren't worth a lot, but it's pretty cool to see a nice stack of those in your bank. All in all, 24,146,871 GP as a gross value gained from level 88 to 89 Slayer. So before we go ahead and get into what my bank is looking like for this week, it is time for an upgrade, and I'm so happy to actually go ahead and get this finally. Because of that awesome Slayer level that I had, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a Ranger's Tunic. That Ranger's Tunic is plus 15 attack to the range style, and that is going to be my best in slot item for my chest piece on this account. So there we go, got the Ranger's Tunic, and it bought for a price of 10,703,000 GP. And I'm a little sad because I did get a Ranger's Tunic on my main not too long ago from an Elite Clue, but it was only 9.4 mil, so they have went up quite a bit within the last couple of weeks. I don't know why, maybe just more demand. But yeah, let's go ahead, get that Ranger's Tunic, throw it on. Ooh, that looks nice. Definitely looks nice. Gonna get rid of this studded body here, and let's take it off. Get rid of that, and now it has its nice own little placeholder in the bank. And the next milestone that I'm going to be going for on this account is the Ranger boots, and that will complete my best in slot arranging setup for this account. For Slayer anyways, I'll still need to get a Robin Hood hat sometime down the road, but next goal for this account is definitely the Ranger boots. I have 18 mil cash now, so I'm about halfway there. Assuming I'm probably not going to have a Slayer level. The next level like I just had, that was kind of a fluke, lots of income there, but I'm going to assume that it's probably going to take me the next couple of range levels to grab these Ranger boots. And I definitely want to make sure that I have enough money left over to keep buying supplies. I don't want to hit 36.6 mil and just dump it all on that, because then, well, what am I going to do from there? And to go ahead and wrap this video up, we'll go ahead and jump into what my bank is looking like on this episode. So up at the top you can see estimated value 78,774,716 GP. So really getting up there, getting close to that 100 mil mark. I was pretty happy when I hit 50, and after this last Slayer level it really shot the bank value up. So definitely going to be closing in on 100 really quickly. 18 mil cash as I was talking about earlier. Down into the gear tab, the only upgrade you'll see here is the Ranger's Tunic. Obviously you just saw me buy that as well. As for the runes, you can see if you pay attention to this from episode to episode, they are dwindling a little bit. Chaos runes, death runes, and fire runes definitely going down because I'm using what I have acquired throughout slaying to fill up my Trident of the Seas every time it gets low. Obviously at level 75, 76 magic, Kraken tasks do take a long time, and they do eat up a lot of runes, although I still profit from each task regardless of whether I get a Trident or Kraken Tentacle drop. Profit is not too stupendous right now because of my magic level, but as I get higher, that profit will go up. Down into the loot tab, I just sold everything off, as you guys saw with that nice cash stack that I had, in the middle of a Gargoyles task, which is my first task from level 89 to 90 Slayer. As you can see in there, there's some steel bars, gold bars, mithril bars, all the stuff that Gargoyles drop. Next, we'll get into the things that I'm saving until 99 Slayer. So I decided to add a few more things to this tab just for fun. Mist runes, the Kraken drops mist runes, and I probably won't use them for anything, so I decided to throw those in here. The dust runes from Dust Devils I've had accumulating for a while, but I don't use those either, so I thought it would be a good idea to also add these in here. And a couple more Kraken drops that don't really sell for much, but I thought it would be cool to add in to see how many I end up with. Unpowered orbs and seaweed. So all of that stuff added into what I'll be keeping all the way to 99. Not for any particular reason, just because I want to see how much I end up with. Back into here, and the usual at the end of the bank is some potions that I still need to decant that I keep forgetting because I'm lazy, and a couple other useless tabs in there. Alright, as usual guys, I want to say thank you for watching this video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to check it out. It really means a lot to me. If you like this video, please go ahead and leave a thumbs up down below. They really help the video's popularity. And if you have not done so yet, please go ahead and tap that subscribe button on your way out. All of your support really means a ton to me. So keep up those subscribes, and I will keep up the videos for you guys. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Take it easy.